Om Shanti 170921 Morning Murli Om Shanti Bapdada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, be dead to the awareness of your body. That is, break off your love from old impure body and have true love for one Father. Question. What natural beauty you children have at the confluence age? Answer. They remain constantly decorated with the jewels of knowledge is your natural beauty. The face of those who remain decorated with the jewels of knowledge bloom like flowers in happiness. If there is not happiness, there must definitely be some habit of body conscious from which all other vices emerge. Song. The flame has ignited in the gathering for the moths. Om Shanti. The meaning of the song is unique. What is love created for? For dying? For whom is your love? For God. Because ye have to be dead to this world and go to Him. Have you ever loved anyone like that? That you would think of dying for that once? Would anyone that want in love? The meaning of song is so wonderful. The moth love a flame. They circle around it and then die. You too have to shed your bodies when you come to the Father. That is, you shed your bodies in remembrance of the Father. If you have to die for someone you love, that one become like a great enemy. That is why people are afraid. They make donations, perform charity, go on pilgrimage, etc. in order to go to the God. When a people is about to leave his body, people tell him to remember the God. God is so famous. When he comes, he destroys the world of old world. You children know that you have come to the university in order to go from the old world to the new world. The old world is said to be impure world, hell. The Father show you the way to the new world. Simply remember me alone and I am heavenly God. The Father, Son receive wealth, prosperity, property, a house, etc. from their father. But daughter do not receive any inheritance. They are sent to the other house, which means they do not hire. That one is the Father of all souls. Everyone has to go to him and die. The Father definitely come at some point and take everyone back home, because there are very few human beings in the new world. There are many people in the old world. In the new world, there are very few human beings, but there is a lot of happiness. In the old world, there are many human beings and also a lot of sorrow. That is why they continue to call out. Bapu Gandhi, who was considered to be the father of India, also used to say, "O purifier, come." He just did not know him. You understand that the purifier is a supreme Father, a supreme soul, and what? And that is the liberator of the world. Do not that everyone in the whole world is believe in Ram and Sita? It is mistaken to say that Ram, who belonged to Sita, is a purifier. The whole world consider the Supreme Father, a supreme soul, to be the liberator and the guide. He liberates you from sorrow. Okay, who is it that causes you sorrow? The Father cannot cause you sorrow because He is a purifier. He is one who takes you to the pure world, land of happiness. You are a spiritual children of the spiritual Father. As the Father, so as the children. A holy Father has a physical children. You children has to understand that you are the souls and the spiritual Father. A supreme soul has come to have you the inheritance. You should not forget that you are a student. It remains in the children intellect that Shiv Baba played the Murli in Madhuban. He did not play a bamboo flute. Murli, Krishna dance and playing the flute. In all the part of the devotion, you cannot say that Krishna played the Murli. It is Shiv Baba who play the Murli. Many God songs written will come to you. Generally, it is a man who writes songs. You must not sing the song of the path of devotion. You have to remember Shiv Baba alone. The Father said, "Remember me, Alpha. Shiv is just a point." When businessmen write a zero, they say Shiv. They would add a zero after 1 and it become 10. When another point and it become 100. You also have to remember Shiv Baba. To the extent that you remember Shiv Baba, accordingly, you become very healthy from the half the cycle. There are no poor peoples there. All remain happy. There is no name or trace of sorrow there. Your sins will be absorbed by having remembrance of the Father and you will become very wealthy. This is known as earning a true income from the true Father. This is that will go with you. All human beings go back empty-handed, whereas you have to go back with your hand full. Remember the Father, become pure. The Father has explained that when there is the purity, there will also be peace and prosperity. You souls were pure at first, and you then become impure. Sannyasis also used to be semi-pure. You have full renunciation. You know how much happiness they have. They have a little happiness and then there is just sorrow. All of that is a path of devotion. On the path of devotion, when they worship Hanuman, they have a vision of him. There are so many pilgrimages for goddess Chandrika, cremator goddess. There would be an image or of two. Whatever they think of, that only will definitely appear in front of them. However, what would they attain from them? Many types of gathering take place because they earn their livelihood from them. All of that is the business. They say that all business is worth nothing except the business of changing an original human into a Narayan. But scarcely anyone does this business. After belonging to the Father, you have to give everything to the Father, including your body, because you know that you want new body. The Father said, you can go to the land of Krishna, but only when your soul becomes Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. No one in the land of Krishna will call out, make us pure, here. All human beings call out, O Liberator, come. Liberator, liberate us from the world of sinful soul. You now know that the Father has come to take you back home with him. It is good to go. There, people want peace, but they do not know what peace is. No one can stay without performing action. Peace is a land of peace. You then definitely have to adopt bodies and perform action. In the golden age, you remain peaceful even while performing action. People experience sorrow when there is peacefulness, and this is why they ask for peace. You children now know that land of peace is your house. In the golden age, you have peace, happiness, and everything else. Now, do you want all of that or just peace? You experience sorrow here. That is why you call out to the purified Father to come here. People perform devotion in order to attain God. Devotion is the first unadulterated, and it then becomes adulterated. Look what they do in adulteration devotion. Look how clearly it is shown in the ladder. However, you first have to prove who is the God who make Sri Krishna, and he is, who was in his previous birth. He who you have to be very tactful when you explain this. The heart witness those who do good service. Those who study well at university will definitely go ahead. It is number wise. Some are even dull-headed. Soul, say to Shiv Baba, open the lock of my intellect. The Father say, I have come to open the lock on your intellect, but your actions are such that the lock does not open. So what can Baba do? You have committed many sins. What could Baba do about this? If you tell your teacher that you are not studying, what could he do? The teacher would now have special mercy. He means he might perhaps give you extra time, and you are not forbidden that. Then there are many exhibitions sets now in use. Therefore, sit and practice on the path of devotion. Come tell you to turn the beads of rosary, and other tell you to chant a mantra. When the Father give you, he only introduce his introduction. You must only remember the Father from whom you receive inheritance in the golden age. You will have already received inheritance from the Father. Father from beyond the world are so there is no need to remember him. You receive your inheritance for 21 births, therefore claim your first inheritance from the Father. The Father say, never indulge in lust. If you developed even a slightest taste for vices, it will increase. When someone smokes a cigarette, once he is colored by the company, and it becomes difficult to break that habit. They make so many excuses. You must not start any habit, and you must stop all bad habits. The Father say, renounce the awareness of your body while alive and remember me. Deities are always offered giving food as bhog. You too have to eat pure food. You children now have to remain as cheerful as a father. When a girl finds her husband, her face began to bloom. When she put on beautiful jewelry and good clothes, she began to sparkle. You now wear the decoration of knowledge. In the golden age, you have a natural beauty. Krishna is also called Sundar, beautiful. The king, queen, prince, and princess are all beautiful. Even natural, there is a Satapradhan. No one here can create natural beauty like that of Lakshmi and Narayan. No one can see them with their eyes. Yes, you have vision, but no one can create an identical image through those vision. Yes, if an artist has a vision and he sit and paint at that very moment, it might be possible, but it will be difficult. Therefore, you children should have a lot of intoxication that Baba has now come to take you back. You receive your inheritance of heaven from Baba. Our 84 births have now come to an end. When your intellect have such thoughts, you will experience happiness. You should not have a slightest thought of vice. The father said, lust is the greatest enemy. That is why Draupadi called out. The father said, listen to me alone and relate this Srimad of mine to other. Father show son and the father shows son and son show father. Who is the father? Father Shiv. Shiv and Saligram are remember. Father, follow everyone that Shiv Baba tell you. Follow the father. That is his praise. The father says, sweet children, follow me and become pure. It is only by following me that you will become the master of the heaven. When you follow your holy father, you come down the ladder for 63 births. You now have to follow the father from beyond the world and climb up. You have to go back and the father say, every jewel is a worth 100,000 of rupees. The father explained to you every day. Sweetest children, first of all, give everyone the introduction of two father. The Holy Father give you the inheritance to become pure. The Father give you, worldly Father give you an inheritance to become impure, whereas the Supreme Father from beyond this world give you the inheritance of becoming pure. There is so much difficulty that Father from beyond now say, become pure. Those who indulge in vices are called impure. Your mission is to show impure person the way to become pure. The Father from beyond also now tell you to become pure. Some destruction is just ahead of you. What will you do? You should definitely follow the direction of Father from beyond. At the exhibition, ask them to write this promise while you follow the Father from beyond. Will you stop being impure? You should write. Only the Father guarantee this. You too can guarantee this. Why do you become impure so that you then have to call out for the purifier to come? Everything depends on purity. Every day, you children should continue to become happy that Father is giving you your inheritance of heaven. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, good morning from the mother, the father, the Bap Dada. The spiritual father say namaste to spiritual children. Essence for drama. First, do not ask any bad, dirty habits. First, do not start any bad, dirty habits. Renounce the awareness of your body while alive. Remain as cheerful as a flower. Follow the Father from beyond the world and become pure. Make a promise to follow him, his Srimad, and inspire others to do the same. Blessings. May you be a constantly powerful soul who make the atmosphere pure and you elevated attitude. Those who remain constantly stable in their elevated attitude cannot be shaken by the atmosphere or vibration. An atmosphere is created toward your attitude. If your attitude is elevated, the atmosphere will become pure. Some says, what can I do? Because the atmosphere was like that. And because of that atmosphere, my attitude was disturbed. At that time, instead of being a powerful soul, At that time, instead of becoming a powerful soul, you become weak soul. Therefore, make your attitude powerful and awareness of your promise and you will become powerful. Slogan. to become the embodiment of virtues and make everyone the embodiment of virtues is to be a great donor. Om Shanti.